so we can do this. All right, so thank you so much once again, everyone, for joining in. This is going to take a few minutes. It's all about encouraging people to stay safe, to be safe, especially when they are in the vehicles. I started the awareness on the use of the back seat belt. And that's because it's always been there. The back seat belt has always been there. When I was young, was just for children when you need to strap their car seat at the back. I didn't even think of it. But our driver back then, even if he wants to turn in the compound, is always strapped, and that encouraged me. Anytime I see people not using the back seat, even the front seat, I'll be like, why are you exposing yourself to so much danger? I've seen outside the country, people, you don't need to tell anybody to use the back seat belt, because already, the front seat belt is occupied and people are using their seat belt and all of that. So I think we should encourage people. I started with a back seat belt, and even yesterday I was just looking around. People still don't use the seat belt in the front, and I wonder why. You're just exposing yourself. So let us just teach one another. If one can reach one and the other can reach other, we get to help save a society, because over almost 80% of accident victims, when you search, the research shows that 80% of them did not use the seatbelt. Sometimes you find people at the back, involved in fatal accidents because they did not use the seatbelt. Those in the front use it, and that's why they stayed safe. So that's why I'm doing this, and I hope that we can do this together. Let me introduce Professor Samuel Odewumi to us all. We'll just have a few chit chats because this will end very soon. Thank you once again, Prof. Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. And once again, happy birthday. You are doing this to mark your birthday rather than an Owambe. So we really appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. All right, sir. Let's kickstart this for some people who really don't know what a seatbelt is and its use. Let's start from there, sir.
Well, let me do a bit of history. Seatbelt was invented by an English engineer, George Keel, and he has a glider in the 19th century, and he needs to fasten himself. And why you are pushing for adoption of seatbelt fastening on the road in the air is compulsory, it's mandatory. So he started the design, and in 1946, because there is a doctor whose name is Hunter, he was receiving so many head injuries from the emergency section of the hospital. So he was concerned in car accidents, so many head injuries causing death. So he designed a retractable seat belt from the one that John Keel designed earlier in the 19th century, and that was in California. So from there, the different types of evolution types, because we have about 3 or 4 types, the 2 points, the 3 points, and all that, but that's not the important thing. So, and Nash was the first to make it part of his vehicle, a factory setting in 1949. But we found it interesting. He put 40,000 on vehicles. People were requesting that it should be removed. When it was so by the end of the second year, just about 2,000 or 1,000 people were using it. But by 1968, it became compulsory in the United States. A law has to be passed that you just have to wear your seatbelt. So, and that's radiated, cascade, or diffused to Nigeria. By 2003, it became a law. And when the law was passed, you check FRC and status, you will discover that the compliance has been gradually very slow at the beginning, 5%, 10%. But when FRC started serious enforcement and ramped up to about 70%, and that is where it's been hovering since then. And we don't need to say it is for safety, to protect head injury, and it says about 50% of car accident victims. That is, if you check those who are if you involved in car accidents, if you are wearing your seatbelt, you have 50% chance of not having at least head injury that can give you a better outcome. So I think I want to ask other questions. That's on the historical background.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you for taking us back down memory lane. I don't know. Some flimsy excuses, that people come up with why they don't use the seatbelt. Some people will say they don't want the seatbelt, to stain their shirts. We're talking about lives here. Do you think Nigerians are not really paying attention, to saving lives, especially their own? And because as a driver, all the occupants in the car, you're responsible for them. You're responsible for all of them. Do you think we have not got to that point where that should be in our memory, at the back of our mind every time, especially when we drive in the vehicles?
Well, Tola, that's part of human nature. It's not restricted to seatbelt alone. Check the COVID and the wearing of masks, washing of hands. People will always have excuse for not doing anything that is mandatory or to save their life. So I mean, it's not. I think it's natural. It's just enforcement and what you are doing now, because the two go together. That is enforcement, enlightenment, encouragement. So that is the combination you can use to ramp up. It's in the nature of human being to resist innovation. And look, there's nothing new you introduce that people will not resist in the first instance, even when you argue and you debate. So it's an ongoing, it's a matter arising that we continue to speak on until it becomes a culture. For example, for me, it's an unconscious thing. And if it's not on my chest, I just don't feel. And gradually, there are two options that the world is looking at now technologically. There are the automated one. Immediately you are in the driver's seat, when you start your engine, it will bet you automatically. But it has some technical challenges. It's not as secure as the one you use your hand. Now, Volvo has come up, and by 2020, all their cars will not move until you strap yourself. The car you may start it, but it will not move. You have to bet before it moves. For now, what we have is automatic alarm system, where in almost all the cars now, if you are having any car that is new from, immediately you are not belted. It will start giving you warning signals, sending alerts on your system, will be making noise until it will be nagging you until you put on your seatbelt. So that is the way to go. Technological development, innovations that will make it mandatory. If your car doesn't move, you will know that you have to put on your seatbelt. Except you want to reverse. That's where you are exempted from wearing. It's not automated. So if you are going to go into a reverse immediately, your car will move. But if you want to move forward, it will not move. Those are the new brand of cars coming from 2020. So, and I think that will help you. And maybe they will put Tola on the seatbelt as one of the promoters or people wearing seatbelt. So we have to keep at it until it becomes a culture that you will just not feel like you are driving if your seatbelt is not on. So it's nothing to be worried about. What you are doing is what everybody should be doing, really. Maybe not at your own level and not at your own tempo, but everybody should keep on speaking to somebody that please put on, if you are inside the car, you tell the driver, even if it's a driver, please although there is another aspect of the law that in the US they are trying to, if you are going to be stopping less than 50 meters at interval, you are exempted. And your speed is going to be less than 50 kilometers per hour, you are exempted. And if you are going to do a reverse, I'm not taking time to look at Nigerian law, whether you are exempted or not, all this, so that it will not be every time you are coming down. So, for example, for those who do delivery of groceries in the US, and they know that we have to stop every 20 minutes, 50 meters, 100 meters, then they are exempted. So, keep doing what you're doing, enlightenment, technological innovations, we catch up with the laggards.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Maybe much later, we'll talk about enforcement, maybe much later in the year. I know you were one of the first set of people I told about this, and I'm sure I didn't tell you that I was going to put myself on one of the stickers. So this is it. So I've been talking about seatbelts, for a long time. I've been on the transport beat for over 10 years now, and I think that it is just a passion, to talk about this and encourage people, because we keep losing people who are supposed to contribute positively to the development of the nation. That's why I'm doing this.
People can walk. The only thing you don't do is don't paint your seatbelt, clean the dust, and the argument of that it makes your shed dirty. If you have parked your car in an open, dusty place and the wheel is not wound up, then the day you want to use it, wash it with ordinary detergent and it's okay.
And you're right.
Trying to, yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, being dirty is your fault. It's not the belt's fault.
Absolutely. And even with this, you still need to clean it. If it's dirty, you get to clean it and use it on the seatbelt. So we can get this, or this. And there are stickers to encourage people. This one says regular use of front and back seatbelts will keep you safe always. Just a reminder. This one says, and this is what I fight a lot of people about. Love your kids. Keep them strapped at the back seat from age 12 and below. No child who's less than 12 has any business sitting in the front seat. It irks me. I don't. Yes, sir.
I need to tell you, Dr. Bawala is here. He's the founding father of School of Transport, Lagos State University. And he's also close to your birthday. His own 80th birthday is on, I think, Wednesday this week.
Yeah, he's my daddy too.
Congratulations, you are welcome.
He's my daddy too. Congratulations to sir, 80th.
I don't know who he has followed here.
Me. He's my daddy.
Yes, 80.
Yeah. All right.
For COVID, we would have painted the whole of Lagos red.
Yeah, because of COVID.
Mama, you can unmute, please.
Okay, Daddy, you want to say something? I think we have only a few minutes. So.
Share, unmute, okay.
Hello, sir. Okay, I've unmuted you, sir.
So, happy birthday also. We thought that you are all celebrating. He is celebrating less than 1/4 of 80. We are listening, sir.
I don't know about birthday.
Yeah, it is tomorrow or day after that we are celebrating your 80. So let's do the joint celebration together. You are welcome, sir.
I thank you for everything. I'm happy to join you on the program.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you and everyone. Appreciate everyone here. I can see a lot of my friends, a lot of my colleagues right here. Thank you so much for joining in. Dr. Bawala, thank you. Alaji Bawala, Adefolake, Adegboyega, Arogbodo, Adekunle, Adefayo, is that? Babatunde Muraino, Sam Ideoye, thank you. Indomitables, thank you for repping. Koshile Mubo, Shei Fumiola today, thank you. Brabimbo, Durobiton, right? Thank you so much. Emmanuel, that's my cousin. Thank you. FBT, Mrs. Folabola Tijano, thank you, sis. Of course, Professor, and of course, this would be it's recorded. I'll see how we can, repost it on other social media platforms so we can encourage more people. Thank you so much, everyone. Is there anybody
many people are struggling to join, but because the passcode was not inserted and it was made a precondition. So next time, please let them know that, because many people have been calling me that they want to join, but it's too late for me to send the link. So except you join from the laptop or you click the link directly, you cannot enter with the code. So next time, I think that should be corrected. Most of my students are waiting to join us. And
even some of my friends have been sending message. I apologize. I don't know. It has to do with technical issue, and I think it came up twice somewhere. The link came up twice. That's why that happened. I just want to throw this out there. There'll be a much bigger platform to do this, so we can all together do something great. I don't know if there's anybody who wants to say anything. You can signify. Say something before we round off. We have only a few minutes. Anyone? Any message? Okay, I can see some messages. Thank you so much, the birthday messages. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sue. Thank you. Thank you. Is anybody who wants to say anything before we round this off? Yeah.
Folake's hand is up.
Oh, okay. FBT. All right then. Thank you. Okay, I think I've unmuted.
So she can unmute. Yeah.
You can. Yes, I've unmuted you.
Okay, Adetola, I know that transportation is a passion for you, and I could see practically in what you do that you always advocate for better driving skill, the need to use seatbelts, and you do it on a regular basis. I pray that Nigerians, they will imbibe the culture, and we will have several people on our roads. On this note, I want to wish you a happy birthday, greater grace, abundant grace, more grace, grace and grace. Grace will work for you in the mighty name of Jesus. And every heart's expectations of yours, the Lord will meet up with them in the mighty name of Jesus. Have a great day. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, sis. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, I see you.
Bye.
Okay, thank you. All right, so thank you. I think it will soon round off too. So yes, I will just allow people, if you want to leave. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. If you want to leave, you can leave. I'll be the last person, I'll be the last person. Oh, wow. Thank you.
We doesn't have a limit time again, so we can still go on.
Yes, that's what I just discovered. Thank you. Well, yeah, do you want to say something?
Yes.
Flaky.
Oh no, but I can hear someone saying yes at the background.
Okay. I can't see any. I can't see anybody asking.
Okay, I thought I heard yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. If anybody wants to say something, I think we have a few more times. We've been given a birthday gift. Let me put it that way for an extension. Prof, are you still there, sir? I think he has another lecture.
Hello, Kayode.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Adetola.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Great, thank you, sir.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm delighted about your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
Since you have taken interest in matters of transportation. as your desk in LTV 8. Please continue and give transportation issues your support so that the whole populace can be aware of implications of their actions, particularly on seat belts. It's a very good program you have put up, and I believe many people will gain by it. Seat belts are very, very important to be worn, both by the front passengers and the back seat passengers.
Yes, sir.
Well done,
Thank you.
Detola.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
And for Sam,
I think it's
my gratitude to Samuel Badebo Odeume, the Dean of the School of Transport,
transport.
for the support and cooperation is given to you to ensure that residents are aware of their responsibilities to safety while driving. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Bye, sir. All right. Thank you, guys. So hopefully we'll do this once again soon. Hopefully on a bigger platform, and a lot more people can buy into it. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for all your prayers. God bless you real good. Thank you. So bye. Thank you. If you want to exit or you want to say something, let me know. But I'm here till it runs out. Okay. I'm here till it runs out. Thank you. Rogbo, thank you. Mubo, thank you. Chiefumi, thank you. Emmanuel, Rasaji, thank you. Dalakwa, is it Adetola Kayode? I'm not so sure. Shagoluyemi, my cousin, thank you. Okay, Doctor, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Of course, it is Adetola Kayode.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, people are just joining in. I apologize. I don't know what happened to, the link. I think we had some issues starting off, especially with the passcode. I apologize. Some people are just joining in. Thank you. We talked about the need for the use of seatbelts, in order to save more lives, because over almost 80% of accident victims, we find out that they did not use their seatbelts. It's not just about using it in the front. You have to use it at the back too, So go check your cars, people, go and check your cars. If the one behind is not functioning very well, if it is malfunctioning, just fix it, please. It's better to be safe than sorry. I like it. I like using it, although I have a particular way I wear it, and it's not the ideal way. Although FRSC will not pick you if they see that it's strapped, but I have a particular way of wearing it. That was then. I've stopped doing that. So if you're in the habit of pulling your seatbelt underneath, please stop it. There's a resistance mechanism in the seatbelt that helps, fasten you to the seat in case of crashes. I know we all say, God forbid, we say, God forbid a lot in this part of the world, but then, it's necessary, it's better to prevent such things from happening. This is going on because Zoom has been magnanimous to give us a few more minutes, registered for only 40 minutes. So I think I got a better gift from Zoom. So cake, Zoom cake, I will Bluetooth it to you. Shaifim is asking for Zoom cake. Okay, so we launched this today, seatbelt cover. So friends and family, you can support, so we can, push this out. It's a seatbelt cover, not a seatbelt, a seatbelt cover. So So this is it. Yeah. Hello.
Báwo ni, Carol?
Good morning, Sasha. A lot of people are on this flat. Okay, so this is my cousin, my bigger cousin. Is a medical personnel in the US. So you want to chip a few words on the use of the seat belt and maybe an experience or so.
Actually, I just joined the conversation, but when I look the way, because I've been to Nigeria several times, try to educate some people about the use of seatbelt. You know, in the state of America, if you don't use belt, they will see it on the platform that you click it, you ticket it. That's $350.
Wow.
You have to pay for that.
That's a lot of money.
And moreover, if you are in the school zone, that's more than that. And they're going to give you a ticket, your insurance will go up. And not only that, if you don't use it correctly on your kids, because if your child is less than 1 year, he has to face the back, not to face the front when they are using the seatbelt. Because I've seen a lot of Nigerians, even the educated ones, I can call them educated illiterates. They allow their kids to come and sit down in the front of the car. You see, without the seatbelt, at times with the seatbelt, this is not applicable in advanced country. Because immediately you apply the brake, the child can jump up of the window or from the glass. Yeah. You know, most of the times, the way people use the seatbelt, they just use it as a camouflage, as if but it's very, very important.
Yes.
Because I remember like 4 years ago, when I was in the country, I had a crash with my SUV. The whole crash is all gone. But it's the seatbelt that saved me. My driver. And, you know, I told the driver, use your seatbelt. I said, oh, this is Nigeria. We don't. I said, no, if you don't use it, you better get out from the driver's side and let me drive myself. I said, you know, I'm an international driver. I can drive anywhere in the whole world. But I have to use my seatbelt. Before I put my engine on, I have to put my seatbelt. That's the right way, because if you put your engine on before you put the seatbelt, you can forget. It's just like you say you want to take a sip of water before you brush your teeth. You will not. You might not even brush your teeth the whole day. Therefore, before you put on your engine, just make sure you put on your seatbelt. That's how you can maintain the safety in driving. And you know, in America too, about the kids, before they can face the front in the car seat, they have to attain a certain age and the weight. Because I remember a particular year, my first daughter, she was just 5 years. My wife wanted to drop her in the school. She got out of the seatbelt standing. My wife didn't know. Police just saw them just put on the light. They ended giving her a ticket. When she complained, I said, yes, because you have to be watching the girl. You know, it's very, very active. Then you have to watch her. I know up till now, they know. I cannot put you in my car. If you are sitting behind, you have to put on your seatbelt.
Yeah.
It's not compulsory. You should put it on when you are sitting at the back, but for your own safety. Because whenever we are traveling or we are moving, all of us, you have to put on. I will tell them, just put on your seatbelt. They have to put it, because I always tell them it's not easy. I can see something emergency, just like the new cars they are doing now. You know, the sensor is there. Immediately you move very close to another vehicle, it's beep for you. And if there's any emergency, you just hear, then if you are not with your seatbelt, the next thing, you hit the front seat with your head. Then you can lead to concussion, and you can be unconscious. And by the time you get to the hospital, you can still be alive or dead or alive dead. Therefore, seatbelt is very compulsory in anything you are using with your vehicle. That's my simple advice.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. All right. So you've heard first-hand experience, and I know a lot of people. I still got a message. Yes, I got a message when I put that post on my social media. I think it was WhatsApp. I got a message. A friend of mine in Arizona, she had an accident, and she said that was what saved her. Yes. Okay. Thank God for seatbelt this past Sunday, because of Because if I didn't have it on when the crash happened, my story for no be the same. Yeah, a lot of people have testimonies like that, and it's just to encourage all of us. Use your seatbelt. It's important to use the seatbelt every time. I always remember that our driver back then, even in the compound, he'll keep himself strapped. All because he wants to turn or wants to do anything, he will be strapped. So please use your seatbelt. Always, all the time. Let us obey all traffic rules. Let us respect one another on the roads, pedestrians, motorcyclists, no matter how they are now, and the keke marwas. But then, just act as if you're only, the same person. The only same person on the roads. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Let us continue the conversation online, and of course, bring more people on board. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, then. This is where we draw the curtains, except if someone wants to say something. Oh, okay. So thank you. Bye.